All right, so I'm here with Shay, and what we're doing is setting up our Skype account for Shay, so we can, so she can patch in the overview call for her prospects as she introduces them to that first step, which is again is to patch them in to a three-way call, and the way we're doing that is using Skype. So let's have a look. I'm sharing our screen with Shay, so Shay's actually showing her screen to me, and there's a bit of a feedback, so that might be picked up on the recording, but we'll have to just work through it. Okay, so Shay has signed up for an account. She has a paid account. We need to be able to make calls to both US and Canada. And there's a bit of feedback. Okay, so Shay, show us where you're at. So what are we trying to do here?
We're trying to add the three-way call in.
Okay.
So this is, I'm on my call here with Tag.
Yep.
And then I go to add people.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Once that loads, like that, then what I would do is add in, for example, the VI line.
Yep.
At 507-726-3700.
Yep.
My computer's a little slow, making sure that this here is in Canada.
Canada or the US. I think it's an American number, but
okay, then I would click on add this number. Then it adds my number to the list as shown.
Yeah.
And when I go add to call, it should then connect the call, three-way call between myself, Shay, and Tag, and the VI line.
Thank you for calling the Visalis information line. To listen in English, press 1.
Here we go.
So click 1.
Para escuchar en español, presione el número 3.
Right, click 1.
So here, here's the next thing. So you have to find the dial pad.
Thank you for calling the Visalis information line.
Click on the screen
to listen
there.
in English, press 1.
See that dial pad? See it's like 9 little... See on the very bottom? Scroll down. The 9 little dots. It looks like a dial pad. No, yeah, right there. Click that.
Click 1.
Yeah. So that's going to be important for people to know. So that's how you get the dial pad going.
Okay, let me just take notes of that.
So there we go, just for an overview for the recording for people who are watching this. So Shay went over to, I'll pull this up, went over to Skype.com and purchased one of the plans. So you go to prices, then you can check out the special offers. But what's important is that we need at least to be able to call the US and Canada unlimited. Because once you start making calls, you won't want to have to worry about how long you're on the phone for. So just get the unlimited plan. It's really cheap. And once you have that, then you're good to go. Then we showed you like where you can add people to the call. Do you have an external speaker? I'm just wondering why there's feedback.
I do? Do you want me to try and turn that off?
Yeah, as long as you can still hear me.
Can you still hear me now?
I can still hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah?
No?
Yep.
Did you hear me or no?
Yeah, I could hear you. You probably turned off your speaker so you couldn't hear me.
Right, I couldn't hear you.
No
Okay.
Okay, so that's pretty much the basics of it. I just wanted to, again, for the purposes of the recording, I want to show people how I, on a Mac, do it. So Shay's on a PC. I'm on a Mac. The way I add someone to the call is I scroll over this button here. You can see add people to this call. I'll click that button, and then I can type in the VI line and just click add. So the VI line, if you ever, like the Getting Started training is right on my desktop because I've had to refer to it so many times. But the VI line is on the Getting Started training. It's right there. So I'm going to pull that on the side. Again, I click add people to this call. It's 507. You could probably even add the person as a contact.
That's what I'm trying to do right now.
And just call it like VI line or something like that. So you can just add the person to the call. And away you go.
Can you see what I'm doing right now, Tag?
No, you're not sharing your screen.
Okay. Hold on one second. Let me get to share my screen with you. Are you still there?
Yep. What I've found sometimes, like if it doesn't work, you just hang up and just like call back. But because we've already made a couple three-way calls and stuff like that, but I haven't had much problems with this. This is how I've been making all of my calls, is just using Skype. I find people on a PC, because I've helped a few people set this up on Skype, and it's a little bit. I'm glad we caught that on this video, like what you just showed, because that little button, the add a person to call button, is a little trickier on a PC. And Skype always updates their interface, so hopefully this won't change anytime too soon.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stop this recording. Hopefully that's going to be helpful. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to call Shay back, and hopefully we can see what it looks like from scratch. So for anyone who's on a PC trying to get their Skype to work, you can see exactly what to expect. So here it is. Quite work. So I can call her right back. I'm going to keep this recording going, and hopefully you'll see what I mean, because this is what seems to be stumping people. Alright, so just share your screen without closing that little box.
Share my screen. Show entire screen.
Okay, so for everyone watching, it seems like for whatever reason, as you can see right now, Shay's screen, I'm in the little box, as we've been calling it. But once Shay closes that little box, you'll have more options to add people to the call. So show them that.
What you have to do first is go up here to the sharing button. So then you have it. Close the little box. There we go. Then the big box will appear here, and you can continue your call.
There we
now,
go.
I've added the Vyline to my contacts just as a phone number.
So where did you do that? Just show them the tab where you did that.
I went to contacts, add a contact.
Perfect.
And then just like adding any other contact in Skype, except all I did was add a phone number, and then it asks you to name it. So obviously I named it the Vyline.
Okay.
So then when I go to connect the three-way call between myself, Tag, and the Vyline, I go to add people. My contact list here comes up. This here is the Vyline that I added. I click on the Vyline, so it highlights in the white box at the top, and I add to call.
Perfect.
Takes a couple minutes.
So it's going to call the Vyline. Show them
Thank you for
how.
calling the Visalis information line.
Show them how you open up the dial pad.
Para escuchar en español,
So-
presione el número 3.
To be able to press 1 to listen to Blake and then record.
So you need to go right there. That's where the dial pad is.
To hear from Visalis Sciences co-founder Blake Mallon, press 1. To hear from Holly, Visalis employees.
Hello, and thank you for calling the Body by Byline.
There you go.
With over 30 million shakes or millions of pounds lost.
And show them how to close. Just click cancel there. Show them how to close that box without hanging up the whole phone.
All across North America.
It disconnects the three-way call
There we go.
and then puts me back just in touch with my original caller.
Right. So every caller, you can hang up on the individual caller when you have more than one person on the call. There's just a box that shows underneath, and there's a hang up option. Very cool. That, I think, will be very helpful. So I'm going to stop this recording.